Civilians who are unsure of their medical status are encouraged to remain at home and wait for medical attention. Follow shelter-in-place precautions and report to emergency medical centers only when smallpox is confirmed.
Yo, what's up, guys? What is up? Badger back. As you guys can see from the title, a sub asked me yesterday to go over some stuff on the division for new players. I'm on my low level character. As you guys can see, I'm level 21, a low level character. I have all purple items. But we're just gonna discuss this stuff and just talk about it. What's up, Toxic? What's up, Big Ton? Andy? How's it going? What's up, Dragon? Little brother T? What's up, Matimus? What's up, Minster? Let's see, Kevin, how's it going? And alright, let's see. Yeah, we're just talking. We're just gonna sit and discuss. This is basically the division for beginners, just to talk about things that you need to know, things that will help you rank up, things to do, you know. And then later, maybe another broadcast, we'll get into like being level 30, you know, things to look for. What's up, Nas? It's King Nas. Oh, okay. How's it going, buddy? What's up, Cleveland? Alright, so let's get into it. Let me just go over some stuff. Alright, so if you're new to the division, you're probably you're gonna spawn in this area here. Not first, but see, you start off in Brooklyn. You do missions over there. It's like a few missions you got to do to come to Manhattan, to come to the city, right? So this is Manhattan, where we are right now at Camp Hudson, and then there's like Brooklyn over here. So you'll spawn over here when you start the game. You'll be able to edit your character over here in Brooklyn. You'll basically edit your character and start off, and it'll give you some hints and some tips to show you how to shoot. You got to do like a little mini tutorial over there showing you how to shoot exactly, and then you'll go to a safe house. And then once you get to that safe house, you'll get a mission. It'll be a couple other dudes, new players there as well. Sometimes it's new players, sometimes you're there by yourself and you have to do it by yourself, which is fine. It's just mission, really simple mission that you got to do at the police station against the rioters. There's different fractions too, by the way. If you guys don't know, the fraction in this games are the rioters, the Rikers, the LMB, the cleaners, and I would say the rogue agents, which is the hunters. But you don't see them until you come to Manhattan and you go to like survival or underground or resistance. So really tough, badass agents that they're easy to kill. So, but they move like players. How to get credits as a low level? All right, my brother JT, he's asking questions. All right, so we're gonna get into all that too. All right, we're gonna read some stuff too. Not Badger, teach me something. What the hell? Okay. What's up, Popsicle Girl? How's it going? All right, so let's see. I'm watching you in rows. Nice. All right, so JT asked, because I know people are gonna be, yo, how do you get credits? How do you get credits? Now, you get credits. There's open world credits, and there's DZ funds, and then there's Phoenix credits. If you guys can look at the bottom, you see the credits there for open world. You got the DZ fund, which is credits that you get in the dark zone only, and then you got Phoenix credits. You'll get Phoenix credits from killing bosses. So you won't see Phoenix credits until you get to level 30. Just to be honest with you guys. So don't even focus on the Phoenix credits. You won't see those until you get to level 30. Alright. So open world credits. Now you get open world credits from completing missions. And occasionally the boss will drop you a little bit from time to time. Now, like once you complete the mission over here in Brooklyn, you'll take a plane and you'll land over here to where we are now, which is like Camp Hudson. Now, as a low level, the first thing you guys should do is gear up. You want to gear up. Don't try to rush. It's very important for you guys to gear up. Now, when I say gear up, a lot of you guys probably don't know what is gearing. You know the stuff that the NPCs drop you, the gear, is going to be white. You're going to come over here to Manhattan, you're going to have all white gear. Now, your white gear is not going to be any way, shape, or form enough for you to compete with the mobs over here in Manhattan. So you're going to need to upgrade your gear. And that's the problem what people are having. Let's see. That's the problem people having. Find a potato to level up. Alright, so that's the problem people having, understanding their gear. Now, let's see. Alright, so with gear, man, it's very important for you to check your gear. You have to check your gear. Very important. You guys need to understand your gear. From mods, from attachments, weapon attachments, and understanding and you need to read. It's very important, guys, that you read. See, each gear has a unique base attributes. Each gear, you got a major attribute and you got minor. As you guys can see on this particular vest, I have health on kill and exotic damage resilience, and then 31% ammo capacity. Now you need to understand the difference between each attribute on your gear, because not every gear will have the exact same thing. Each gear will have something different. I have a couple classified gears on this character that I put for storage. As you guys can see, I'm gonna scroll through a few of these masks. You'll see some of this stuff is completely different. One has critical hit chance, and the other one has burn resistance, and this one has critical hit chance and increased kill XP, and this one has enemy armor damage and damage to elites. And now you're probably sitting there asking yourself, what does that stuff mean? What does it do? Now, those are like special skills to help your character. We'll go over here to character. Those are special skills. These are your primary attributes. So this is my primary attributes, telling you how much firearms and stamina and electronics that I have. Now, each attribute gives you special abilities for like weapon types, damage to elite and combat right here, which is what the damage to elites is. Now, it gave me a percentage. So as you guys saw, I said I had like 6% damage to elite. So if I have that rolled on my mask or on my knee pads, then it gives me a percentage. Basically, that's how much damage I'm dishing out on NPCs. Damage to elites mean NPCs. Those are the mobs. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, let's see. I've heard it all. How do I use the recalibration station? We're gonna get there yet. We're gonna get there, JT. We're gonna get there. Oh, I see. We're definitely gonna get there. I hate when they walk into you and they walk out of your stuff. And I know this stuff might be boring for the people that watch me for other games. I'm sorry, but this is something that's important for other people that play the Division. So if you don't care for this, guys, you don't have to watch this. If you don't care for it, you don't. This is just to help the people that do care for it. All right. So, like I said, when you go to your backpacks, as you can see, it's rolled to firearms. Now, if I take that mod off, that is a 30 plus 32, so that's extra. That gives me extra health by me equipping the stamina mod here, and it also has let's see, increased kill XP, and then I have 2 performance mods down there that has first aid self heal, which is like 3.5%. 3.5% is a lot, especially at these levels. It's a lot. It helps out a lot. So that means I'll heal myself for more. I'm fine with it. Alright. Let's see. I don't play this game, but I'm going to watch it because it looks cool. Appreciate that, JJ. Alright, so like I said, so each gear, man, it's very important for you guys to read your gear. Very important. You need to also understand weapon talents. Weapon talents are the talents that comes with certain weapons that you get, and the higher ranking you are, the better the weapon gets, and the stronger the weapon it gets. And also, when you get gold weapons, I don't have any on this character right now, but when you do get gold weapons, you'll have 3 talent slots and also exotics, but we're gonna stick to the purples right now because this is what we're talking about for the dudes that are ranking up. Alright, so you need to understand what weapon talents, what do they do for your character in combat situation. Now I have an AUG right here, and on this AUG it has deadly that I recalibrated and rolled on here, and responsive. Now critical hit damage is increased by 15%, so that's 15% extra damage I get for deadly. with this. And then response, basically damage is increased by 10% when closer than 10 meters to the target. So the closer I am, the more damage I'm going to dish out with that weapon. Now there's DPS, which is my fire. Also, your DPS is basically goes off with your firearms. So the more firearms you have, the stronger you're going to dish out against your enemy. And with 1.8 pretty much changed everything. Each update that we get, it reworks everything. Something that didn't work in 1.7 will work in 1.8, if that makes sense to you guys. Meaning that certain items that we did not use before, we can use now. So the way they're redesigning the game is that they want everybody to start using and branching out using different gear, not just a certain gear. They want all the gear to be played. For so long, there was always one OP gear that everybody stuck with, and it basically made all the other stuff obsolete. Like no one was like using that stuff at all. Like it was just pointless. Like, you know, you had people running around with lightweight M4s and no one paid attention to SMGs. So now we got a new SMG called the House, and everybody's using the House. And some people are using, and certain gear gives you the special abilities. That's classified gear. So, but we're gonna get into that. I don't want to push all this on you guys. What's up, machine guys? It's a lot. Panda, what's up, LZG? It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Alright, I'm just trying to read some comments. I want to get through this stuff too. Alright. Also, let me read my little notepad that I made for you guys. Alright, so now people always say, oh yeah, yo, how do I get to level 30 fast? How do I get to level 30 fast? I want to rank up fast. Look, to be honest with you guys, it's not the best to rank up fast. You don't want to rank up fast, because the problem I have seen with people ranking up to level 30 fast, they'll get to level 30 and they never paid attention to their gear. They just ranked up to level 30. They completed the in-game fast. They didn't know what to do when they got to level 30. Being at these levels are very crucial, and it helps you understand the game a little bit more. So don't be so in a rush to get to level 30. Don't. Because if you do that, you're going to screw yourself over, and then you're going to be up there with players like me that know everything, that's been playing the game for so long, and you're going to be screwed. You're going to get melted. Because now you don't know how to recalibrate your gear, you don't know about your main stats or your minors, you don't know how to build your character correctly, you don't know about the recalibration station because you didn't pay attention to it, you didn't care for it. So that's why I say it's very important for you guys to understand weapon talents, gear sets, understand the roles and the stuff on your gear, because each gear comes with something different. Each item comes with something different, and you need to understand what those items do for your character. How to increase your character, because you build your character to your playstyle. If you're a sniper, you build your character to a sniper position, and you build to a certain playstyle. It takes a lot in understanding this game. It's a lot. Alright, let's see. Alright, so now people say, oh, don't go into the dark zone because you won't know. No, to the dark zone early. When you come off the boat, you come off the plane, actually not the boat, you're gonna be like level 4 here. Now, some people will branch off and go do, there's like a little side mission running from Camp Hudson on this road. You're gonna do the side mission over here, and then no, it's on this road actually. There's like a side mission here. You're gonna run all the way over here. These are encounters and side missions and stuff. You're gonna do some of these, but you got your main mission will be for you to go to the base of operations. Now, once you get to the base of operation, your very first mission will be Madison Field Hospital, where you have to go rescue the doctor. The doctor is for your wings. You're gonna have certain wings. I'm gonna show you. So if you look above, where is it? Alright, here we go. So if you look above right here, I mean, you guys see it says 100% medical wing supplies, tech wing supplies, and security wing supplies. Those are your wings inside the base operation. And each of those wings you need to get to 100%. You need to. And by doing that, those wings will give you, unlock certain stuff for you. And we're going to go teleport over there now so you guys can see what I'm talking about. We're going to teleport to the boo. What's up, Jazz? I'm just trying to give you guys a better understanding of this game and walk you guys through the steps and stuff what you need to do. Like I said, people say don't go to the dark zone early. You need to, because going to the dark zone early allows you to engage more with players. Now sometimes you'll enter into a dead server when one brackets 1 to 14. By the way, the brackets for the Dark Zone, I'll tell you guys those brackets right now. Those brackets start off at 1 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24, 25 to 29, and 30 30. 30 30 is 30 30 plus, which means that you're going to be up there with the big dogs with the high gear scores. Now we'll get into gear scores later. Alright, so the brackets means what the brackets basically mean players levels you will encounter. 1 to 14 means no 115 or above you'll be facing. That's what that means in the Dark Zone. Only thing that increases in certain areas of the Dark Zone by this level, like, so you'll start off here. When you go to the Dark Zone at 1 to 14, this is your area where you want to be at. So I'm 19 to 21 level. That's like, and my DZ bracket is 20 to 24. But when you're 1 to 14, these are the areas that you want to hang out in. You want to hang out in DZ1 and somewhat of DZ2. The higher you go, as you can see, the higher the DZ you go, the increased levels of the NPCs. So they'll go up. I kid you not, they'll go up. From here, they're 1 to 14. They're they'll be like 20 to 21 for me, and then it just goes up. It continues all the way up to DZ. Now, as you can see, the levels increase. See, if it goes red, that's bad for me. That's bad. That's like the characters are 22 to 24 because I'm not at that level yet, so I don't have the weapon power to compete with them, which means that I'll get one shot. They're 27 to 29, and then it goes up to 29 to 30, and then these are like danger areas. Like, I'll get one shot in these areas if I come up here at my level. Like, the mobs would basically destroy me, and it's really hard to you will not survive. So if you're 1 to 14 bracket, you want to stay in DZ 1 and 2. You want to stay in those areas and just farm these little landmarks in these particular areas and get better gear. There's a little chest around the map too in these areas that you can open, and also contaminated areas too. What you need to understand about those contaminated areas, which is why you need to get your medical wing, and I'm going to show you guys also what you need to do with that. Alright, I'm going to show you medical wing. Medical wing is very important at these levels. When you're new, you want to hit all the greens. All the greens, as you can see. Green means medical. Blue means security for your security wing. And orange, where's the orange at? Did I clear up my orange? I probably did. I should have some on the map. Alright, here's the orange mission. Orange is your tech wing.
We're at the radio mast.
Orange is your tech. So that's how you tell the difference between that. So there's also a board over here too. Give you guys a better example. Medical wing, tech wing, security wing. These are the upgrades. 10-10 for all. As I only got 9 out of 10 for the security wing. I didn't get that 100% yet, but right here is security wing, which means these are better weapon upgrades and stuff. They allow me to use certain skills and abilities. I'm going to show you guys that, but let's start off here because this is what's most important. This is the lady that you're going to rescue from the hospital across the road. But once you, alright, we're going to click on this computer right here. Alright, so clinic, virus lab, disaster lab, quarantine, intensive care, hazmat, all this good stuff right here. These are the very important stuff that you need to unlock. Alright, so unlocking these stuff gives you special items. As you can see, that's a first aid. It gives me a med kit, increased med kit inventory by 1 slot, which is good. Now, what does that first aid mean? I'm going to show you. These are the skills. So these are the items that you unlock. Your certain skills that you unlock throughout the course of unlocking your I'm sorry, unlocking these buildings in here where we are now. This nurse is next to me from unlocking these wings. I'm sorry about that. Kind of got sidetracked. Let's see. So I'm gonna read you guys comments when I can. I just want you guys to understand. It's just there's a lot. There's a lot. So I want people to understand what you need to know. So like I said, if you're new, you need to unlock your filters. Now, filters allow you to go into contaminated areas. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people will rush to level 30 and did not unlock what they need to unlock. Now, to get the advantage on most players. Now, if you're bracket 1 to 14, this is the trick. This is something that a lot of us did that created second characters, because now we know how to play the game. Now, we knew by creating a second character, we'll have the advantage on other players in these particular brackets, because creating a second character or third, you have to start all the way over, you have to re-rank up, and so we'll come down here and troll other players. So we'll get our medical links, and we'll get our virus contamination mass filters, which means we can go into these contaminated zones and you cannot chase us, which means that we can kill you and hide out down in these areas, because not most players have the level 4 filters at that level. And that's something that you want to get, because if you do have that level 4 filter, you'll be able to go into those level 4 filters contamination zones, which will give you better loot, and there'll be bosses down there for you to kill, which have a higher chance of dropping a good weapon or some good item that you might need in the future while ranking up your character. Let's see. Alright. What's up, big country? How's it going, bro? So yeah, in these particular areas, you want to try to get that contamination mass, which is why I say it's very important for you guys to come to your medical wing and get those items unlocked. Your virus lab, and these go off by numbers too. You got your disaster lab, which also gives you canned food, and also survival link. There's like your survival link is 1,000. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be one that's 1,000. You want to knock that one out the way first. It's going to be 1,000 for you to lock, and you're going to get those supplies. Like I said, you're going to get those supplies by completing the open world missions. So each mission will give you supplies for you to come back to the base of operation, to go to that particular wing, that mission that you did from that wing, to add those points to it. And I'm going to show you guys. We're going to go to my security wing, because I have something there that I didn't unlock yet. I don't think I have enough for it, because I didn't want to rank up all the way. So you guys can get a better example. Alright, so yes, here we go. So this is 200, as you can see, for the crane unit. That's like for the dog to open up the map so I can see all the intel on the map. Connie. I said Canny, whatever the freaking dog name is. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so it gives me Repo Reaper. Let's see, one is none. One is none is very good, by the way. Especially at this, it used to be very good, I would say. On the move is better now. So that's gonna unlock these particular rewards for me, for this, that I can use. These talents, these perks is gonna open up for me that I can use for my character. So we're gonna unlock that by upgrading this wing.
This is great. With this stuff installed, we can really take care of business.
So now what you're gonna probably say, what is those attributes right there? Now those attributes are from my tech wing. Alright, so I just unlocked all this stuff right here. This is the shields that I can use. This is the concealment right here mods that I can use too. You probably won't even use those, so don't even worry about them. This is a mobile cover right here that you can use for like additional cover if you're in an open area, if you're that kind of player. Let's see. What's up, Raphael? Alright, let's see. Alright, okay. Okay. So like I said, talents based off wise. Each like section, as you can see, from the medical, tech, security, gives you unique stuff to use, unique skills. And down here, this is a medical link, which is a recovery link. You got a tactical link, which dishes out damage. So if you want to shred a player or shred an NPC really fast, you pop that, and then you'll be able to shred them. Now it's a cooldown period too, so you can't use, I think it's like what, I can't remember the cooldown. Every 5 minutes, I would say. Once it comes back, it takes time for it to come back. Cooldown is what? There's my cooldown here. It also goes off by your skills too. The more skill power you have, or skill haste, the faster it'll come back. So which is why you have to stack your character correctly. This is a survival link, which is basically like if you're taking damage, you can pop that. You can either use it to run and escape, or you can use it to fight off mobs. Basically, they can shoot you, and you'll feel like a mini Superman, I would say. You'll be able to take a little bit of damage, but it doesn't last that long. There's a lot. All right, let's see. There's a lot. I'm just trying to give you guys understanding. All right, so like I said, these are like pulse here, which pretty much each pulse, you press square on it. Wherever console you're on, you probably have to press, I believe, A for Xbox. because I don't have Xbox, so I'm sorry. Like I said, each pulse here gives you special abilities to do. Most people run around as scramblers, so you don't get the pulse. Like the pulse basically protects you from user and allies from hostile pulses scanners. So if let's say for instance, if a player has a tactical scanner, which is damage is increased when attacking any hostile targets, and it identifies them in that location too, which means they'll pop that to get more crit, to apply more damage to you. But if you pop this conceal scrambler right here, if you pop that basically scrambler right there, it means it takes away, it cancels out their damage pulse. So this is why I say you guys have to read and understand what you're doing. This is the recon pack right here. This is a pulse right here which you can pop, and it reveals like any chest or loot around your area. So, which is very good for looting. If you're like for locating nearby loot containers. If you're looking for loot at your particular level, you want to find some gear, then you want to run around with this. If you're only looking for loot, then you want to use this. Especially in the dark zone too, you'll be able to locate all kinds of loot. And like, depending on your bracket, like I said, if you're at these levels, then this will be something useful for you to use, especially if you don't know where all the loot is. So you definitely want to use that, the recon pack. See. What the hell, swag? Oh man, how can you play online? What do you mean, how can I play online? How can you play online with other players on this game? Well, if you want to play online with other players, like if you want to go engage with other players, like as you can see, you can pretty much matchmake here by hitting the button in the middle controller. You can matchmake for missions, free roam or dark zone or incursion when you're a higher level, when you're over level 30. But if you want to engage with other players, like I said, when you're new, sometimes you will see maybe like 6 to 12 players that are new that are playing in these particular brackets. Sometimes you won't see anything because they're considered dead servers, which means that everybody has gotten to level 30 already and people are into the higher brackets now, the level 30 plus brackets, and that's where everybody is. But the dark zone is where you want to go to engage with other players. That's where you want to go. If you want to play online against other players, then the dark zone is where you go, where you can combat and PvP and just run around and goof off, or just fight non-stop, which you will see a lot of in the DZ. Don't trust anyone when you go in here, I'll tell you that. Let's see. What's up, Dre? But like I said, you definitely should start coming into the dark zone early. You don't want to wait until you get to level 30. If you're new, you're fresh off the boat, you want to come in here and get the best gear, because if you're looking for purple items, you need to be level 15 to open up the chests that are inside here, and you have to extract those items too. I'm also going to show you guys how to do that as well. I got a friend in the dark zone right now. He's level 30 plus. Alright, so let's get back to what we were saying. Alright, so like I said, once you upgrade these wings, every time you upgrade something in these wings to open up something, right now I just unlocked the dog unit right here. Also by doing that too, you unlock like a dark zone gear vendor in here too, which I can come over here and buy a certain weapon. As you see, this is MP7. I can buy that now, mainly because I have dark zone funds. Now, you need dark zone funds to be able to purchase these particular items. Just to let you guys know, you cannot purchase dark zone items without dark zone funds, which means that you have to go to the dark zone and clear out landmarks and kill the mobs in the DZ to get dark zone credits, or go rogue. That's how you get dark zone funds, from killing rogues, surviving rogues, or clearing out landmarks inside the DZ. You can do that at your level 2, because sometimes the dark zone will have the best gear. It will have the best gear. There's safe houses in here. As you guys can see, you got a safe house here, right here. They'll have certain mods in here. Some have like weapon mods, some have attachments or gear mods or performance mods. Mods. Also checkpoints too. Checkpoints have vendors as well. You can go into checkpoints and certain vendors will have certain gear items in there for you guys to purchase too. But like I said, you need DZ currency to purchase those particular items, which means that you have to come in here and clear out landmarks like that. This is the refueling station right here, so this is considered a landmark. The landmarks in a DZ are purple and they look exactly like this. So each purple landmark that you see on your map, that's where you go to kill a boss or just to clear it out to get that that currency that you're gonna need to purchase the items within the DZ. I don't know why they have it like that, but that's how they set it up. But that's what you do. Open world, you spend open world currency, and DZ you spend DZ currency. Let's see. All right. What's up, the wise guy? Alright, here we go. I'm just trying to go through this stuff for you guys so you guys understand. Alright, like I said, these are encounters here. You can also do these to also get more supplies to unlock your wings, which is what you have to do. Like I said, each wing unlocks new stuff for you guys. There's also, in the security game, there's a armory in here. He also has weapons for you guys that you can get too. Sometimes they're good weapons, they're decent. These vendors reset. Every vendor in the game resets at Friday, I think at midnight. Friday at midnight for Saturday, because that's when the vendor reset happens, every Friday at midnight. So which is considered Saturday. So every Saturday, basically. What's up, Lewis? Lewis! What's up, Crash Games? Alright, so like I said, so here's some mods right here, some weapon attachments right here. Like I say, each weapon attachments are completely different, from magazines, from suppressors, from grips and scopes. Each one has certain things that you need to pay attention to and need to understand to know how to mod your weapon. Modding your weapon is not hard, but then again, it's not easy if you're not used to it. So you need to understand what you're looking for. Certain scopes do certain things. Like I said, this is a C79 scope, which is probably one of the most pretty much popular scopes in the game, which a lot of players use, especially at higher levels. But if you can find one at this level, it's, as you can see, it gives me crit hit damage 10% and then 1% accuracy, which is not bad at all, which is very, very good. Now, if it goes red, look, if something's red, don't freak out if it goes red, because something might be better than what you have. Now, don't freak out if it goes red, because if you need more crit, then you need to understand what you're stacking for. If you're stacking for crit hit chance, or you're building for crit hit damage, you're gonna need both of these things. As you guys can see, I got at this level, crit is still useful, but it's gonna mean a lot more for you when you're at a higher level. When you're level 30, you're gonna slowly, because with AARs, you're gonna need at least 20, I would say 20, yeah, let's just say 20% crit on an AR. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. And SMGs, they come with crit. They come with crit. I'm gonna show you that right now too. I'm gonna show you. Let's go into this. See, as you can see, SMGs, they come with crit. They come with SMGs. Start off, depending on the weapon, you'll have, like, I would say 20, and depending on how much crit was on that weapon, how good the weapon is. Appreciate the wise guy. He's making it right. Thank you. Excuse me. As you can see, that SMG has 17.5% critical hit chance, which is additional crit for my weapon. Now, ARs come with EAD, which is enemy armor damage, that has 14%. Now, back in patch 1.7, enemy armor damage was really useful. It was great. But in this particular patch, it's not as great as it was. Still useful, but enemy armor damage can apply to take away the armor off the mods, so it helps you out a lot when stacking armor. If you're doing a lot of PvE, pretty much all the mods, they have armor on them. So you need enemy armor damage to shred through them, which what ARs come with. And you also can get that with weapon mods too. You can also, well, not weapon mods, I mean attachments and gear mods and stuff. I'm sorry, attributes on your certain gear. You can also stack for that. I believe I have a gear with some of that on here. Okay, here's a vest right here, what I'm talking about. This has a major attribute here which has enemy armor damage on it, which is additional 5.5% enemy armor damage, and then additional health on kill. So every time I basically kill NPC, I get 5% more health from killing that NPC, which is why I say you guys need to read and understand your gear. What's up, Def? Have a new build in the shreds. Nice. You use mic. I see. I need to communicate through party. If not, it's cool. Okay. All right. DZ later. Look at Lewis and Def. What's up, Ninja Head? How's it going? I'm just going through this stuff for all the new players so they can understand things that they need to understand. All right. So here's a purple item right here. One of my old vests was level 19 because I switched it out to a level 21. And so as you can see, this is probably a better example. As you can see, these are two purple vests, two superior vests. One's a CQ's C vest and one's a carbon fiber armor. And as you see, the armor on the vests are completely different because mainly it's a level 19, and the higher you get, the higher ranking you are, the better the gear gets, which is true sometimes. sometimes, but you still need to recalibrate certain stuff too. All right, so I'm level 21, which means that I need to upgrade my gear, especially since I'm level 21. So I need to get level 21 gear to compete, because it makes sometimes if you do have a low level vest and it's better than the level 21 or the whatever level you are, you still can wear it. If it's better than the one that you have, you still can wear it until you find a good one. So don't freak out about like, oh yeah, what does this mean? Just because it turned green doesn't mean that it might give you the stats that you need. You get what I'm saying? Oh man, topping off my signal. Appreciate that. Thank you, Dre. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm being a nerd, and I'm trying my best to explain this so you guys can understand and not sound too nerdy. I'm trying to dumb it down so people can understand it a little bit more and know what they need to look for. So this particular vest right here has a health roll, and then the other one has health 1 kill with exotic damage resilience. Now, exotic damage resilience, you might ask yourself, what is that? That is basically anything that's not a gun. Anything that's not a gun that can kill you, like say a shock turret or a flame turret, or if somebody has a certain bleed talent on their pistol, that basically gives you like the resilience for it. It basically numbs it, not completely. It doesn't completely numb it, but it basically doesn't affect you as much that it will if you didn't have that, as you can see. So ammo capacity, you want ammo capacity on everything, mainly your vest. You definitely need ammo capacity. Now we used to get ammo capacity on our backpacks and vests, but we got burn resistance instead, or bleed resistance. You need those stuff. EDR is good to have on your, yes, EDR is definitely good to have on your build. But at these levels, it won't matter, because you won't have guys that are using the stuff that you need it for. So when you get to level 30, EDR is going to be everything, because there's a new gear set called Predator, which is classified. It's not new, it's old, but they improved it. And having EDR against a Predator build is everything to go against them, because you'll bleed, but it won't affect you as much as it will, because Predator can basically kill you with 10 bullets. Kid you not. One bleed, you're dead. You're literally dead without EDR. But we'll get into that when you guys get to level 30. Let's see. Alright, I'm trying to see if we got some more questions here. Alright, I basically I completely skipped over my notes that I had for you guys. Alright, alright, so at this level too, another reminder, you guys, and at this level, being a low level, cover to cover, you need to take advantage of. You need to do it. When you're level 1 to 14, like you're level 1 ranking up and stuff, you need to cover. Don't go in there thinking that you're Rambo when trying to do these missions, because you're not Rambo, because you haven't completely understood how to understand how to build your character up. So you need to cover. Cover is very crucial in this game, especially when ranking up, when you're not as strong as the NPCs, because the NPCs, they shred. These NPCs will drop you like it's nothing if you did not build your character correctly. So you don't be ashamed, like, oh man, I'm not taking cover. No, take cover, because cover will help you out a lot to continue to complete that mission. So do not be afraid to cover. Also, let's see, every mission that you do when starting off this game needs to be on hard. You do it on hard. Every mission. Every mission in this game, except for the encounters. Don't worry about that. But all the story mode missions, these are all the story mode missions here. Everyone that you do needs to be done on hard. Everyone. Do it on hard. And once you get to level 30, do it on hard. Play them all on hard, the hardest game mode, because you're going to get better gear. You're going to get better loot. Now, playing the mission on hard gives you more XP, and probably have a chance for the boss to drop you a nice purple item, or gold, or an exotic. Some kind of loot, just to let you guys know that. Also, you need to also watch and learn your enemies on this game too. Also goes to players, but for NPCs in general, you need to learn the enemies too, how they attack you. You have dudes with axes, you have dudes with golf clubs, dudes with flamethrowers and bats, and shotgunners, depending on the fractions. Now, fractions, like I said, the rioters, they have a dude with a golf club. He will attack you constantly and swing a golf club at you, constantly rush you. That's the kind of rushers that they have. The Rikers, they have another rusher, which is a shotgunner. Basically has a shotgun at his hip, and he's just letting it rip at you. He's firing it nonstop. You need to attack those first. You need to get those dudes out of the way, because those are the rushers. So any mob that is rushing you, kill them fast and take cover. Let's see. All right, let's see what I see. Our gun game is godly better. Do headshots count in this game? Yes, headshots do count in this game. They do, but against players, it depends on how you build your gear. Headshots do count. It just depends. Now, as you can see, let's see. We got headshot damage right here. Additional damage dealt with the headshot. I do 104%. As you can see, headshots do matter, and then again they don't. But against NPCs, you want to go for the head. You want to, like, basically just to shred them a little faster. You want to hit the heads or hit their tanks if they're like the flamethrowers. You want to shoot their tanks. Each NPC, some of them, they have like the grenaders. They have a little pouch on their hip. If you shoot the pouch, they'll blow up. For the Rikers, for the LMB, if you shoot their back, they got a pouch on their back. They'll blow up. But headshots do count from time to time. What level do people start getting the high ends at? You start getting high ends around level, I would say, from 28. 28, you should start to see gold. You'll start to see gold around that level. From 28 to 29 and 30, you should start to see gold. They'll drop for you at 28, but you won't be able to use it until you hit 30. Let's see. Thank you, Queen. Appreciate that. Let's see. Sticky bombs, seekers, grenades, launchers, and turrets.
Hey, gotta see it to believe it.
Let's see. What's up, Craziest Fudge? Alright, I'm trying to read some comments. But yeah, also guys, Def and Lewis, they also Division players too. So anything that I miss, and also JT, they're in the chat with you guys too. So if you guys answer a question and I miss it, they can also answer it for you guys, because they play the Division as well, just as long as I have to. So they understand it just like me. So as you guys can see, they did drop some stuff down there for you guys too to understand. I'm gonna grind all day. Now I'm seeing 19 to 28. They'll take from today and tomorrow. Well, if you have a friend that's level 30, you can have a friend, you can go to their world and you can rank up faster by going to World Tier 5, because there's certain tiers, as you guys can see. Let me show you that really quickly. I can't see it on this character, but there's certain tiers. There's Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5, all the way to 5. Alright, Tier 5 is basically your 30 plus, but some players do drop to Tier 1, because some players like playing in Tier 1. I don't know why, but if we do go to Tier 1, it's just to do something else, to get something done faster. You could go to Tier 1 to get certain objectives done quicker, depending on what it is. That doesn't require you to be in those tier, because there's certain objectives that we have to complete, because I don't think I can show you. We got commendations. Alright, so these are the commendations right here. And certain commendations, they'll say, oh, you need to do such and such in Tier 5, and then certain other accommodations will be like, oh, it doesn't really matter which tier you're in. It won't say that, but it really won't matter what tier you're in, as long as you complete the objective. So there's a lot. There's a lot of accommodations. You got the West Side Pier, Skirmish, Last Stand, Survival, Underground, PvP, which is basically the Dark Zone or any one of these Last Stand or Skirmish game modes. And you got the Exploration right here, missions, combat, and general. Those are generals. These are just like the stuff that you do to get cipher keys and just to get CMDs to unlock, to get it really for PvE, that's everything, but for PvP, this means nothing. If you're only concerned about PvP, then completing these commendations, you'll just do them whenever. Now you got most people that have this whole entire list completed, done. You know, this is like if you want to do missions on flawless without dying or going down, that's all that stuff right there. So that's what commendations for. And they used to mean something when we got global events when they first started, but they don't. It's just a target a total score for what you have done and progression and stuff. That's all it is. Let's see. Alright. Let's see, I'm trying to read some more comments. What did I miss? But like I said, don't be in a rush. iOS, don't be in a rush to get to level 30 until you completely understand what you are doing. Because like I said, it's very important to understand gear. It's very important. You need to understand this stuff, man. If you don't, you're gonna screw yourself over when you get to level 30. You're not gonna get it, and you're gonna be confused. I'm also gonna show you when you're at a low level place you can go. See, these are like more weapons here. This is a weapon vendor right here. He has an AUG, like it looks talentless. And this is why I say why you need to understand your gear and your weapons. Alright, so this is an enhanced AUG. In other games you would think, okay, I mean, not, I said enhanced AUG, I mean enhanced ACR, I'm sorry. So this is an ACR right here. In other games, ACR are probably godly. They're great guns. But in the Division, it's not like that. So which is why you need to understand. You might come from Call of Duty and be used to a classic foul, and you get over here and think that a classic foul is going to be great. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. Certain weapons in this game are dumb. Are dumb, and they just are useless. Useless, all, especially if they have talents like this. This gun has meticulous and fierce. This is an assault rifle with meticulous and fierce. Now, normally you'll probably want to run fierce on a SMG because you know you got crit. You know, but it's okay. Crit is not bad to have on an assault rifle. It's not bad, but you know, on an assault rifle, you'll probably want deadly, brutal, and yeah, deadly, brutal, and responsive, or deadly or brutal, responsive, and unforgiven. You know, talents like that, they go a long way. They basically allow you to increase the damage on your gun, and most of them are like unforgiven. It's like basically like if you're below 2 segments, you're gonna dish out more damage. And then vicious is like if you're above 2 segments, you're gonna put out more damage. You get what I'm saying? So it's different. It's different, which is why you have to understand this. Meticulous, it does nothing. It basically does the exact same thing you can do by equipping 6-piece Lone Star. You know, so that is a waste, a useless talent to have on your weapon. It doesn't help you dish out damage. It's just basically killing the target. Has a 25% chance to instantly refill your magazine. What does that do? Nothing. That's a 25% chance. That's a 25% chance that it might happen. And it doesn't help you dish out more damage on your weapon. So you don't want to have something like that on your weapon at all. Period. It does nothing. Predatory, as you can see, this weapon has predatory. And this is a sniper rifle. You really want predatory on the sniper rifle? Yes and no, depending on your level and what you are doing. If you're doing PvE and you're a sniper, then maybe you might want to have something like that, especially if you don't want to get close up. Now that can help you out in the long run. Predatory basically is killing the target, regenerates 35% health over 20 seconds. Now that means if you just got shot and you're nearly dead and you basically sniped the NPC really quickly and you got that health, 35% of your health back. Is buying armor and guns from the DZ vendor a bad thing? If they have something that you need, if there's something that you need, then don't feel ashamed. If there was a great vendor reset this week and there's something there that is useful for you that you wanted to pick up, then yeah, buy it. If you need it, if it's helpful for your character at that particular time, then get it. Alright, so as you guys see, this is like a hangout for other players. We can't really engage with them. We can just emote with them and just mess with them. But that's all. This is where players come to hang out, basically to recalibrate, optimize the gear. And crafting station. Crafting station, these are basically blueprints. It used to mean a lot to craft back in the day, but now crafting is coming back, especially since you need division tech. You need that too, but you guys don't have to worry about that as a low level. I mean, I can tank just the damage I'm doing is A. But I'm confused with what you're trying to say. What's up, Tim? Yeah, because I understand DPS and toughness doesn't matter. It's armor. No, see, it changed. It changed now. It changed now. Now, back in 1.7, armor was everything. Armor was everything, but now it's basically it reworld. It was armor and skill haste. and skill power. It was armor and skill power. So you know you needed that like 1.6. It was crazy. So that's why I say each update we get something changes. So you need to understand how to build your character. Now, skill power means nothing in this patch. In this patch, it means nothing unless you're building a skill power. Unless you're building a skill-based character. If you're building a character based off skills, then it means something. But having more skill power and stacking into electronics basically give you the ability to get your skills back faster, which is why players stack into skill haste. Now, armor is you want to go for stamina. Now, you got players running around here that are tanky as hell within this patch, mainly because they got the house. Now, having that little SMG called the house makes you neglect your firearms, because you can have literally, I would say 7k to 8k stamina, everything rolled into stamina. You have like over even 5k stamina. You have everything rolled into stamina, and then whatever you have left over you can put it into firearms. And then by having a house with the card counter, that weapon, it'll basically give you automatically 3 something DPS. I don't think I saw anybody with the house that has a 2 something DPS. But you can't really go off the numbers in this game because you don't really know your true DPS unless you're rocking Banshee. Banshee gives you your true DPS, because I don't see dudes rock Striker and they have over 730 DPS with Striker. So it's crazy. He's saying he's tanky, but he's not doing much damage. Like, okay. Alright, so the reason you're tanky, meaning because you basically stacked everything into your stamina, and you're not doing much damage. Now, depending on the weapon type that you have, you're not going to dish out. And then with certain weapons, the higher you get, you're going to have to reach those requirements to unlock those weapons too. So you're not going to dish out much damage depending on the weapon talents that you have, and then if you didn't stack into firearms. So now, which is why the mods are very important. Now, you want to also get firearm mods. You want to have firearm mods. So if you're tanky, you want to try to find mods that give you firearms or skill haste or firearms or health. That's what you want to increase your DPS more. You want to do that. And your gloves, you need to roll your gloves, and you also need to have your weapon type on your gloves to get more. It's very important. You need to have that weapon type. So if you're running an AR or SMG, you need to have that weapon type on that particular glove. Before, most people used to do, they had the weapon type, skill haste, and crit hit chance. You know, as you can see that I have. This was like a build that I built in like 1.7 for this particular low level character because it was useful. But now you basically want the weapon type, which is whatever weapon you want, weapon of choice that you have, and then you want crit hit damage and crit hit chance on your gloves. That'll give you an additional DPS for your weapon. So you definitely want that. What's up, Ransack? How's it going? Let's see, I had the classic AK and the hand scar. You just made a bad choice. I have mods on them, but I don't know. It's not a good weapon. No, those 2 weapons are not good. What's up, Wild Moments? Those 2 weapons right there, that's where you screwed up. Those 2 weapons are not good. Not good at all. You want to try to find, an AUG or a lightweight M4 or MP7 or the house, but you're low level still. So as you can see, the weapons that I'm running an AUG, and I'm running a Police M4. And as you can see, the weapon talents that I have on here is Brutal and Unforgiven. And then I have Deadly and Responsive. And I just picked up this AUG, this MP7 right here that has Destructive and Sustain on it. Now I'm going to roll away Sustain, because killing the target increases your health by 6%. That does nothing when I got health on kill on my vest already. So that does nothing for me. That 6% is just going to be a waste on my weapon, which is why I say you got to understand your weapon talents. Now, Destructive is basically armor destruction value is increased by 15% when using this weapon. Alright. Which means you'll be able to shred players a little more faster. No, I got a blueprint for the AUG though. If it's a purple blueprint that you got, then you want to go craft the AUG. You want to go craft it. You want to get it. You want to use it. Like I said, that's why I said certain weapons in this game, you'll think that they're good, they're great, but they're not. Like I said, you'll think that an enhanced ACR or AK-47 is great. You'll think that it's great because they're good guns in other games, but in the Division, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Certain guns that we normally use are not good. Responsive and vicious and unforgiving. Exactly. Let's see. Baz, what's your favorite game? My favorite game is pretty much Division in BF1. Let's see. Hey, see, Lewis said, okay, that's good. The talents that you are looking for would be deadly, responsive, vicious, and unforgiving. Those are really good talents. Here's purple. It's converted SMG. A converted SMG is not good. No, it's terrible. It's terrible. Don't even use it. Let's see. I'm on the edge about it. No, don't use it. See, I would at these particular levels. See, for being an experienced player, you will know which guns are good and which guns are bad. Now, at your level, at these levels, that because you're just around the same level I am. Now, these particular weapons, I wouldn't go for them. I wouldn't. But as a new player, I wouldn't know that. I would not know that. I'll be running around with something useless because I wouldn't know that. You know, I wouldn't know that. Like, look, this is a vector right here, tactical vector, stable and responsive. Now, what I'll do with this, I'll roll away stable and put, since I got responsive, I'll put deadly because it's an SMG and I want to apply more crit. And new players won't know something like that. They won't know something like that. But a converted SMG at your level is good for your level. But being a high level, that weapon is terrible. Because I stopped playing after 1.2 because I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't. And don't feel bad about that. Don't feel bad about that. Don't feel bad. A lot of players don't, bro. A lot of players don't. There's still people that play this game and still don't know everything. Trust me, don't feel bad. Each update, we have to rework everything. Lewis would tell you, Def would tell you, JT would tell you. Each update, we have to reform and go find better gear. Because what we use in one patch is not going to work in the next patch. Because something has changed. This is what I'm saying. Each update, something different changes the meta. I saw the Rad Bear with it. You saw the Rad, bro. The Rad Brad doesn't even play this game. he probably played it when the game first came out. Because he's a big YouTuber, so he can do that. So you know he plays games that are hot at that particular moment, and he completed the game, but he didn't play the game. Put it like that. He didn't continue the game. I'm gonna need that in the house. Yeah, you're definitely gonna need the house. I don't have Need for Speed. What's the beer set? What's the best gear set right now? Haven't played since 1.5. The best gear set right now that people are running is Striker, Predator Smart, Classified. It's Classified Striker, Classified Predator, Classified Nomad. And Nomad is probably out of all the best because the survivability that it gives you, and on top you can just go in there and just destroy players. It's crazy. So it's that, like I said, when you watch YouTube, like I say, like even I used to watch Skill Up. You know, Skill Up didn't even play the Division like that, but I used to watch him just for his vendor reset. But he didn't play like that. You know, and then you got Marco Styles. So the guys who truly play the Division, if you want to really learn this base core game, you want to watch Marco Styles. He's been with the game since day one. He'll tell you what you need to know, what you don't need to know, what's important, how to build, what to look for. Let's see. Let's see. What's up, Sim? What's up, Juju? All right. Let's see. I've seen Striker. Yeah, Striker is very good. You seen it in the last stand. Classified Striker is very good. But I say it depends on what kind of player you are. Because I have seen a Predator melt Striker, and then I have seen Striker melt a player. But it depends on the player. It depends on the player. Just because you got a certain gear does not make you good. That's what you need to understand. This game is based off skills, which means that you need to know what you're doing. It's like this. Just because you're a bad player, just because you got good gear, doesn't mean you're gonna be a good player. No, you're still gonna be a bad player with good gear. Which is why you have to understand how to build your character properly. You have to learn how to read your gear properly, because reading and understanding your attachments, from weapon attachments, from weapon talents, from mods, from gear mods, gear, all you got to know all that stuff from minor attributes, major attributes. Do I need shock resistance on my knee pads? You got to know that stuff. You have to. It's very important. I use Cracker because I get aggressive at times. Badger, would you still join the Division if they added explosive rounds in BST? We have explosive rounds on the Division. We have explosive rounds. I'm going to show you that now. These are explosive bullets right here. We have explosive bullets, and we have incendiary bullets too, so we can basically set players on fire, and they can't shoot. Not like on GTA where you shoot them with incendiary rounds and they're still shooting. Explosive bullets dishes out more damage. Like, they don't just like wreck you immediately. You just dish out more damage. It's more realistic here than it is on GTA. Alright, let's see. Who's clapping next to me? Somebody's clapping. Oh. Alright, okay. Alright, so that's enough. Okay, also forgot about some stuff. Alright, so like that was the crafting station. Now, recalibration station is very important. Recalibration station, now normally you won't recalibrate anything at this particular level. You will not. But if you do understand this stuff and you got, let's say you got a decent weapon and you're enjoying the PvP at this particular level, I mind you, look, don't be, like I said, I'm saying again, don't be in a rush to get to level 30. You need to learn how to PvP in this game properly. And practicing that, you're going to have your best experience at these levels. Because you need to learn your movement. Your movement is very important in surviving on this game. No one's just going to stand still and walk at you and shoot you. If a player's doing that, he's gonna get melted. And then, you know, sometimes you'll end up into 1v2 situations or 1v4s or 1v8s. It goes like that in Division because it's groups. There's groups upon groups. You got multi groups, and then you got another group that's OP, and they'll come across mainly because they got a healer in their group. You got to work together in this game. You got to. And the game is a lot different now. So back in 1.2, when you played, you could have shot somebody accidentally and went rogue. It's no longer like that anymore. So they fixed that problem. You can basically shoot anybody. It won't even go rogue unless you click the button. You got to toggle up on the D-pad to go rogue. You're welcome, Wild Moments. Now should I get the police in for? Now, you shouldn't get the police in for. If you find it, go for it. If it's good, go for it. It's not a bad gun to use. It's not. But what I'm saying is that you want to try to find a better gun with weapon talents. Now, any gun at this particular level can be good, can be useful to you, depending on the weapon talents. And also, each weapon, as you see, they have their own custom DPS. It increases, as you can see. This is now. I just picked up an MP7 at the base of operations from the vendor. Now maybe you should go there and pick it up too. I got a DZ vendor at the base of operations. You have it too. If you unlocked it, I'm gonna roll away sustain because I don't need that. Now you need weapon kits. As you can see, I got weapon kits, and I also have credits. You need open world credits to be able to roll something like that. Now these are the choices that it's giving me to change that, to re-roll that. Oh man, I miss a dep. A dep used to be so good. And I'll say this was a bad roll. None of this stuff is useful here for me. None of this stuff is useful. So we're gonna pick sustain again, and we're just gonna re-roll it. This is how you recalibrate your weapons. Now we got deadly. That's perfect. Destructive and deadly. I can deal with that. And then we got responsive here too. Now the question is, which will be better? Do I want to stack crit, or do I want to apply more damage up close? I also got hurried here, which is really good, but I don't need hurry at this level. So we got destructive already there. I would love to have deadly and responsive. That would have been great for this MP7. It would have been freaking awesome. But we're gonna put responsive here instead because we're gonna be up close. He said don't use the only SMG with the suppressor. I have it on though. It depends. Your SMG depends. Most dudes run SMGs with a loud vent or a tyrant suppressor. Now, which is why you have to understand your suppressors too, because each suppressor, each loud vent, break, flash hider, all of that stuff come with something. It comes with something. So I have on a tyrant suppressor, as you can see, it gives me crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and reduced threat. I wish it was headshot damage, but it wasn't. And this one has the same thing, but the higher level you get, the better it gets. So as you see, this is a loud vent break right here. Now that's gonna be everything. When modding your weapon, bro. Normally, at the higher rank you get, you'll have crit hit chance too. So let's say if you're level 30, you want an extended magazine. You want your extended magazine to look like this. You want it to have magazine size, crit hit chance, and rate of fire. That's what you want on an SMG, including your assault rifle. You always want magazine size, crit hit chance, and rate of fire. You always want that on your SMGs. But at our particular levels, we don't get that yet. So we have to mod it correctly. So see, we only get basically 2 stats on our extended mags. As you guys can see, I have magazine size only and rate of fire, which is not bad. And this one has magazine size and crit hit chance. You definitely want rate of fire. You definitely want that. You definitely want it, and you want crit hit chance. But like I said, if this level you can't get crit hit chance, you want to go for rate of fire. You definitely want that. Okay, Tim. Let's see. I'm trying to read more comments. I use crit hit damage mods on my AK. Sadly, use a lot. Yeah, like I said, you need to get rid of the AK. That's the most important thing. You need to get rid of the AK, because the AK is like, it's useful, it's useless, and it's useful. It depends. It definitely depends. But if that AK, like you said, is not helping you, so you need to get rid of it. Let's see. Yeah, loud vent is definitely better. Definitely better. I don't use tyrant suppressor. Now, it depends. On a house, you don't want a tyrant suppressor on a house. You don't. Unless you're trying to stack for more crit, then yeah. Tyrant suppressors are only for if you're trying to apply more crit. But you can also get that if you're trying to get more crit, like additional more crit, like a lot more. But you also can get crit with a loud vent break, which is loud vent break better, and it applies more damage to it. It hits them harder. You know, suppressors kind of like take away from that, which is why too many players don't run suppressors, because it kind of takes away from the damage. But if they're trying to stack more crit, then they'll go with something like that. You know, most people will run them on Navy. I've seen a couple of dudes run like tyrant suppressors on Navy MP5s, but you know, I ran a loud vent break. Like, and I have 2 houses on my primary character where I have a loud vent break on my primary, and my secondary I have a tyrant suppressor, mainly because that one has predatory on that weapon. So that weapon is not used for damage. It's used to basically finish that blow off, to get that 35% or however much it is for predatory, to get that heal. Alright, I'm trying to read some more comments. What's up, Dolphin? Wait, what was that? What was that? Inmates in the hospital. What? Oh wow, is he okay, Dolphin? Yo, tell him my wishes. He's in my prayers. Yeah, it's really not helping me. Oh man. I definitely hope he feel better. I'm definitely gonna pray for him. Let's see. I have a lot of vent break, and like every attachment on my AK, and it's still pretty. Yeah, see, let's say the AK is just not that good. Not that good. Alright, small grips. You need to also know how to put small grips. Small grips normally, at my level, as you guys can see, the small grips that I have is critical hit damage and stability. You don't really need stability on SMGs. SMGs already are pretty stable. The only gun I say that needs a little bit of stability is the house, because it's not as stable as it was in the PTS. But that's perfectly fine. You'll normally run a crit hit chance, crit hit damage, stability, and reload speed, which is what you'll have on your small grip when you're level 30. That's what you want to look for. But I went for crit hit chance, stability. Unfortunately, I don't have reload speed, because you don't get all 3 when you're at these particular levels, which is fine, perfectly fine. All right, we already went there. All right, scope. As you can see, the CR scope is pretty good, and it has crit hit damage and accuracy. Like I said, you don't really need accuracy on these particular weapons, SMGs, because they already got accuracy. We're gonna apply that now. Now these reflex sights, the reason I like running these on ARs, I like running the reflex sights on my ARs mainly because they give you more crit that you need for your ARs. So if you're a AR kind of guy, I would say run this one instead of the Where's the other one? I can't show you. I gotta show it's on my show you one other weapon. All right, so let's see. All right, I believe everybody used to run the V1 scopes. Everyone used to run at a point in time. I think it was like patch 1.6. Everybody used to run this, but running this, it gave you the headshot damage and stuff and crit hit damage that you needed. But it was just something about where's that scope at? Something about the reflex sight that was just really good when combining that with an AR. Really good, especially applying more crit. Like if you just need to get that 20% more crit, then you got that with this particular scope, including your loud vent or your suppressor. Most players run the what is the S7 suppressor. I can't think of the name of it. Should I keep the tactical vector? I get it. It seems pretty cool, pretty good. It helped me every time. What are the talents that you have rolled on it? Yeah, Dolph, definitely keep us update. I'm level 19 doing damage to any PvE enemies. You, like I said, recalibration station 2, you definitely need to come here and roll stuff, bro. If you got something that is decent and you want to make it better and you're still at that level, then you need to come over here and learn how to recalibrate your weapons, including your gear. Recalibrating your gear is everything. You can either increase your firearms, or you can increase any one of your main stats on this particular item, as you can see. That's what the recalibration station is for you to increase certain items when you're at these particular levels. Now, level 30, most players are not even really recalibrating much unless they needed to add something more to it. So that's what you'll do here. You got your mask, you come over here and recalibrate your vest, you come over here, basically fix something. Fix your minor or fix your major. You definitely fix something that you need to fix, something that you need to work on. Definitely come over here and do that. See, I got crit hit damage here. Most players would probably roll health on their backpack, but at this level, crit hit damage is useful for me, and I have survivability because I know how to move and run around. Let's see, but I mean never get a purple vector, just blue. Well, you got to go to the dark zone. It's a high chance. What's up, Bernard? Yo, what's up, Love Below? How's it going, buddy? I just played the Division for the first time since 1.6, and I got the gun called the House. Yeah, that you always get lucky. What's up, Below? You always get lucky, bro. Yeah, that's the gun you definitely want, bro. That's the gun you definitely want to use. It's great. It's a great gun. Definitely a great gun. And it's purple items on a regular basis. I mean, every time I have a purple, but I need better purples. Mistype. Okay. All right. My bad, Queen. My bad. What's up, Jason? Crit hit chance. Let's see. All right. So, like I said, each purple items, man, you need. Like I said, if you want to find better purple items, we're gonna go over to the DZ to show you what you need to do. Come over to the dark zone. Now, like I said, your security wings, guys, how long has it been? I didn't want this to be an hour long, but it is an hour long. We've just been talking, but it is what it is. I go to the DZ all the time, and no drops, just clearing landmarks and helping level 14 and 16. Alright, so yeah, that's the problem. Alright, so at these levels, at this particular level, bosses will only drop you purple. I mean blue. It will drop you blue. Clearing out landmarks will drop you blue. You do not clear out landmarks for gear. You don't, because you're not gonna get the gear that you need. You're not. You will not get the gear that you need whatsoever, and you're gonna be pissed off. I kid you not. Because if you're coming here looking for purple items from landmarks, you're not gonna get it at this level. So I'm gonna show you a few chests that you can open to get the gear that you need. Did I run past the area? No, I did not. Alright. Alright, so coming into DZ, man, what I noticed a long time ago is that at these particular levels, being at this level, these chests right here give you purple loot. They give you purple loot that you need. So there's nothing in there. Hold on. Let me take him out first because he's the one with the gunner. That's the dude with a pouch. You want to shoot his pouch. This is the dude with a tank. You want to shoot his tank. Just to be quick about it, just to get out of there. All right, so. Damn, they'll shoot me from the back like that. Oh, that. I'm a bit squishy, but I get away with it at this level. See, I want to drop people fast. Yeah, you will. That's why you also need to run booster. Run booster. I run booster. Most players run booster. You know, booster gives you, as you can see, each first aid, it just heals you. This is a defibrillator. This revives down agents. Overdose just gives you an extra heal. Basically, it just gives you another layer. And booster basically gives you an increased damage. So when I pop booster, I'm going to show you. So this is my DPS now at this level, and I haven't popped booster. We're going to pop booster now, and then we're going to go look at it, and that's where it went up to 31. So wasn't a huge increase, but it was a lot for this particular level, and that's enough to drop a player. That's enough to drop a player, especially if a player haven't really built their stuff correctly, because no one stuff is correctly at these levels. Oh, we got rogues in here. No one is correctly at this levels. Everyone is like screwed up. Alright, so here's another box right here. So these are what you want to find. You want to look for these particular chests. You don't want to look for the chests that give you keys. You do not. If you look for a chest that gives you a key, you're going to get blue items at this level. It's stupid. I don't understand why they did it like that. That's just dumbfounded, in my opinion. Like, if I got a key and I open up a chest that requires a key, you would think that you're going to get better loot, but no. These are going to give you your best loot at these particular levels. You have to be level 15 to open up these chests. You have to be level 15. I don't think JT can get that one. I want to be like my friends and literally get carried to where he is, but I may have to. Solo, so I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, booster shot is definitely life. See, Lewis knows booster shot is definitely life. You want to run booster. You know, like I'm squishy. And I'm not maxed out in this bracket either, by the way. And most of my gear is not all level 21. Most of my gear is still level 19. As you can see, I haven't increased everything yet, which is something that I need to do. That's 21. My knee pads are 19. My mask is 19. I need to do that. My weapons are still 19 too. So I need to also get level 21 weapons. I probably need to put that the other weapon on. I think I'm gonna do that. I'll probably do it later. Because these are the best ones that I got at this particular moment. What's up, Territory? How's it going? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Alright, let's see. Let's see. It's so dumb that you can't get purpose from the DZ chest like that one that you to open with the key. Yeah, Jason, it's dumb. It's really dumb. It's really dumb that it's like that, but that's just the way it is. For some odd reason, I don't know why. Those are the chests that you want to look for. All these chests are scattered around the map. These particular items. I'm just going to show you my route that I go through. This filter requires a level 2. Gonna take him out fast. Gotta pop that. Like I said, because I'm squishy. I'm squishy. And it's also good to run predatory at this level too. It's really good to run predatory. Really good. Alright, so here's another chest right here. That just gave me a sniper with brutal and dominant on it. Something that I did not want. But that's what we got. Let's see. What's up, Mike Taylor? I never get mad at Division, but I do get irritated sometimes. Yeah, it definitely does get you irritated from time. I may make another character because I keep getting things saying your gear is outdated. I don't get mad, but I do get confused. Well, your gear is outdated is because you ranked up and you probably still have on items that you haven't changed yet. So that's why it's telling you that your gear is outdated. Don't make another. If you make another character, make it when you get to level 30. But like I said, your first character is always your learning character. Your first character is always your learning character, and your second character is normally for you when you figured everything out.
Chopper is inbound.
It does get them angry, but I don't know. I'm just chill whenever I die. Yeah, well, some people get angry because they get annoyed because they think about it. You spent all your time working to clear out these landmarks to get certain gear, and then you go to extract it, and then a team of rogues come out of nowhere and just take your stuff. So you just basically spent 2 hours farming, and they just basically took everything that you worked hard for in under 5 seconds. That's why people get mad. That's exactly why they get mad. They get mad for that particular reason right there. And JT is using a shotgun right now because he's trying to get those shotgun kills. He's working towards those shotgun kills. You see how the NPC... That's what I hate about the NPCs, how they shoot. You never want to be low health in the DZ. Try to always keep your health up if you're in a dark zone. Try, because players will like try to gank you if you got low health. You don't want to be low health whatsoever, especially around players, because you never know who can come out of nowhere. Where's that sniper? Sniper's up top somewhere.
Commencing package extraction.
PS4. I drop gear I need all the time, but I don't care because I completely forget that I need gear from vendors in the base of operation. Like I said, you're gonna get your best gear in the dark zone. The best gear, you might find something useful. You just might find something useful.
Ready to bring it on board.
You might. You might. It's rare that you'll find something good outside of the dark zone. Could have sworn that dude was dead. Alright, so we're getting this stuff out of here. We're gonna go restock too. What happens a lot?
15 seconds.
Cargo has been extracted.
Alright, so we got some items here that we're gonna go look at, show you guys. What's up, El Jefe? How's it going, buddy? Well, every single piece of my gear is from the dark zone except for 2 guns. Yeah, that's how it should be right now. Like I said, this whole broadcast was basically to give people an understanding of the division, what they need to know. Like I dumbed it down because it's a lot. It's a lot, and I don't want people to feel like they can't understand it, or just because people run from this game. They run from this game mainly because they don't understand the gear. They don't run from the players. They run because of they don't understand the gear, and then when they try to PvP, they can't PvP because they're getting ganked by players and they're just doing so much. Like I said, look, this is a converted SMG. That's what you talked about earlier. As you can see, the weapons on this gun is capable and sustain. It's terrible, and the gun is already a bad gun. But and this one has brutal and sustain. I'll roll away sustain and put responsive or deadly, or unforgiving. I'll roll away and do something like that to make this gun halfway decent. Now at this level, it is useful. It's very useful. I have a question, Badger. What is the components for the handcuffs, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know it on the top of my head, bro. I'll look for it for you and I'll tweet it. I'll tweet it out if you follow me on Twitter. You ranking up or 24 bracket PvP? No, I'm basically Ty Bliss. This is basically a guide for new players, telling them what to look for to understand. Not really doing too much. Showing them just a few route runs to get gear and to how to build a character properly and what to look for. That's all this is for. Just because there's so many people that don't know, and a few of my subscribers asked me to do this, so I basically did this for them so they can get a better understanding in how to play this game. Because you know just as well as I know, when new players come in, they don't understand weapon talents, weapon mods, or attachments, what are the major and minor attributes mean on their gear sets. They don't understand them or know properly how to build a character right. So I had to, like I said, I had to dumb it down a little bit. Definitely had to. Alright, let's see.
Update. Supply drops
Here
have
we go.
expired.
Alright, let's see. What's up, Skybest? I missed the last 2G events. What's the fastest way to get classified gear? The fastest way to get classified gear, bro, after global events, I will say Resistance in the Dark Zone. Right now. But the legit fastest way to get classified gear is doing global events. That's the legit fast way. But after that is over, your best bet is Resistance. And Resistance, if you're looking for like certain gear or weapons, there's like a little chest in there that you can open up throughout that. But Dark Zone would be best, and Underground if you're looking for a certain kind of weapon. Those are your only options. But Dark Zone is always going to be number one after anything if you're looking for classified gear. Let's see, yeah, that what Lewis just said. Dark Zone and Underground. That's going to be your best options. You know, you'll probably go Underground. You'll probably find more exotic weapons than anything. But if you're looking for like gear sets, then you need to go to the DZ. I wish you would have broke it down back then, Patrick. You know, I'm trying, because I kind of drifted away from it myself too back then, because it's just the end game was just over for me, you know. But then I kept coming back from time to time. Like I wasn't done, but I definitely kept coming back from time to time. I redo a lot of missions to level up fast and do encounter side missions, but I'm not trying to level up as fast anymore because I'm trying to get better stuff before I do. Well, no matter what bracket you in, see right now I'm in 2019 to 24. If you're in my bracket, whatever bracket you in, you need to be the level of that bracket to get the best of the best gear. And like I said, you need to stay in those brackets. Don't be in a rush to leave those brackets until you completely understand what you are doing. Because there's a lot that goes into this game. You need to understand your gear. See, most people just rank up without understanding their gear, don't know what they're looking for, and they just put on whatever turns green. If it's green, it's good. Just like my brother said, if it's green, it's good. Because my brother didn't understand it at all. He still doesn't. He said, well, I put on whatever that turns green. Anything that turns green, I'm going to put it on. And that's not how it should be. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. Like, look, just because these knee pads turn green for my toughness, don't mean that I need them right now. See? This got crit hit damage, and 115 stamina. It gives me an extra, right? With bleed resistance, burn resistance, and increased kill XP. This one has shock resistance, burn resistance, disorient resistance, and enemy armor damage. Now, I could have wrote patch 1.7. Like I said, enemy armor damage was really good. Shred players. Now, that's because I wrote firearms off on this, but now I need another knee pad that's gonna give me additional health. I need that because I'm kind of squishy now. In 1.7, I was not squishy, but in 1.8, now I'm squishy. Whatever turns green is good. And see, that's the mistake that a lot of people make. Whatever turns green is good. I'm 15 and 19. So if you're in bracket 15 and 19, and I hope that you're level 19. If you're level 19, then you need to be level 19. You need to be level 19 in that bracket. See, I'm level 21. I'm in level 20 to 24, and I need to be level 24. I need to be. I think this is 19 to 24 actually, this bracket. Yeah. No. This is, yeah, I'm in a 24 to 25 bracket. I take it back. I'm sorry. So I need to be the highest level within this bracket. I need to be. You can't be in that bracket. Yeah, that's exactly what it needs to be. No, not if it turns green. It's good. You gotta look at the attributes of the gear. Exactly. No, he was saying that's what he used to do. If whatever was green was good, and that's what my brother did too. You have to look. It's very important that you look at the attributes of that gear. But just because it turns green don't mean it might be the best for you, because you might end up screwing up your build completely. One thing, it doesn't take long to screw up your build. One little wrong knee pad or attribute or something can screw up your whole entire build. It can change everything, which is why you have to pay attention to this stuff. What's up, Lorenzo? Now look at the attributes I always used to think why I died so fast when everything went up green. Yeah, exactly. Because you'll have, like, there's some dudes right now. People are building nomad. There are some people that build nomad Rome. Like, people be like, oh, how come your nomad's better than mine? Mainly because you stacked everything into your stamina, and you have no firearms. There's dudes running around here with, like, literally almost 7k to 8k stamina roll in their nomad with like 3k 4k DPS. You're not dishing out any DPS. Your nomad should be 7k firearms, and then 5k, 7 to 8k in your firearms, and then 5k into your stamina, your toughness. That's how it should be. And then you optimize everything. Nobody's doing that. That's classified gear, because dudes are building it wrong. And like I said, you can build your character wrong completely. Let's see. I'm trying to get a balanced build. There is no balanced build. There is no balanced build. Trust me, you can't build a balanced build. You can't. You can't. You should not try to balance a build. 1.7, you could have built the balanced build. Do not try to build a balanced build in 1.8, because in 1.8 it's either you go firearms and stamina, or you go stamina and electronics. That's how it is. You can't balance out the build. You can't go 6 here, and whatever here. You can't. 4 or 5. You can't do that. You're gonna be screwed up. You can't. You gotta have one or the other. Exactly. You should always get a build together that suits your playstyle, which is exactly what JT just said. Let's see. Alright. What's up, Callie? Callie! What's up, EWO? How's it going? Nice. Welcome back. Like I said, you can't. You gotta watch. You build your build to your playstyle, and you can't even out everything in the division anymore. In this patch, you cannot even out. You could have got away with that in 1.7, where you even out everything, because toughness did not matter in 1.7. You could have been squishy as hell and still wreck shop. Like, we ran around with high-end builds in 1.7, and you still can in 1.8, but you gotta fix it now. You gotta get a little more toughness on your high-end build in 1.8. You got to. You know, we used to be, because in 1.7 it was firearms and electronics. So you had to have skill haste mods to get your skills back faster, to be able to pop that booster constantly, or to drop that immune box to get some more health. So you needed to get your skills back faster. 1.7 was all about getting your skills back faster and out DPSing your opponent. That's what's 1.7. Now 1.8 is more about survivability. What the hell, JT? I see you in the background. EWO, I've been doing that for so long on GTA, so much of that, a lot, and GTA has completely changed, but I still have been doing a low level series. If you missed tons of the low level videos, be sure to check them out. I did that yesterday, had some fun. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. Skill power doesn't mean nothing in this patch at all. It's just like I said, Lewis agrees with me. He says it doesn't mean anything in this patch. you'll screw yourself over trying to do firearm and skill power. Don't do that. Don't do firearms and skill. Don't. Like I said, if you're gonna do skill power, you gotta go stamina and electronics. And then if you're gonna go firearms, you gotta go firearms and stamina. You can't balance all of them out because it's gonna be a waste. Let's see. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, it's going to be a waste. All right, so I think we got enough out. It's been like 2 hours, man. I didn't mean for this video to be 2 hours. I think we got enough out. Enough what you guys need to know. Also, guys, you can go manhunt in these brackets too, as you guys can see. If you didn't know that, if you're trying to get faster DZ credits, you can go manhunt in these brackets and kill other players. Another note: try to get in as much fights as possible. Now, when you're low level, go to the DZ, venture off, go over there and have some fun. Learn the DZ, rank up, learn the routes to run, how to farm in a DZ, how to PvP in the DZ. Learn all that stuff early before you get to level 30, because you're going to screw yourself over if you don't. You need to learn how to fight now, learn your movement, learn your play style, figure out how to kill other players fast, build that within your character, within your play style. You need to learn those ropes. So if you're new to this game, if you're level 4, go to the DZ and start to practice, start to rank up, start to get gear, start to get in fights, engage in fights as much as possible in these levels, in these brackets. Trust me, it's going to help you out when you get to level 30, because now you're going to be a prepared PvP player. You're going to know what to expect, because you're going to have a lot to deal with when you get to level 30 in our brackets, because you're not going to be it's not going to be those 1v1s that you encountered from time to time. It's going to be those 8-man groups, or those 4 against 1s, 4 against 2s, and it's going to be unfair. It's going to always be unfair in the DZ. Do not expect any kind of fairness in the DZ. If you see a player, always keep your guard up, because there's a chance that he might go rogue and shoot you. But now they got to toggle up to go rogue, so do that as much as possible. Open up these little catches right here. Sometimes they'll give you blue. I just got a cypher key. Sometimes they'll give you purple. It just depends. So we got to open up this. It gave me a blue item, and it gave me DZ funds too, so which is something that I needed in Division Tech. So, you know, sometimes these items are useful and sometimes they're not, as you can see. So let's deconstruct that, because we don't need it. Don't need that. Let's see. Once you go to the low level 30, just play skirmish if you're looking for a balanced PvP. Skirmish is not even balanced, to tell you the truth. That's not balanced PvP at all. You're not gonna get balanced PvP out of skirmish. It's gonna be one group better than the other group. It's unbalanced. It's always like that. You're gonna have one group better than another group, and then you'll probably have one good guy on your team, and that guy might leave because he knows that the group that he's facing is probably a clan, and yeah, it's unbalanced. It's unbalanced. You can't go in skirmish. Skirmish is not meant for you to go in there solo. You can't. Some players can get away with it, but you know, it's not meant to go in there solos. Skirmish is more for clans that want to go in there and get group actions against other groups. So I advise you not to. If you really want to get the PvP experience and learn to get faster gear when you get to level 30, then go play Last Stand. You'll get fast gear for doing literally nothing. First team to reach the target score wins, basically. And you'll just get gear like that. You guys win, you'll probably get out of that match with like 6 Last Stand catches. So that'll probably be your best option if you want to get fast gear, if you don't want to spend out your time grinding missions for exotic. And if you're trying to get exotic weapons, then you need to play the main missions on legendary that give legendary missions to get that stuff too. These badges, do you have mod accounts for sale? I have no mod accounts for sale. If you want fair, no, it's not. Trust me, bro. Skirmish. Lewis himself will tell you that skirmish is not fair at all. It's lopsided. Skirmish is like being in a dark zone against another OP group. That's what skirmish is. It's not fair at all. It's not fair. I don't been in there, and we 20 old groups. Like it's not fair. It's not fair. My first exotic was Cassidy. Let's see, six more hours. I still don't know how to shoot. What the hell, noob? What the hell? Oh man, yeah, you do. You know how to shoot. But no, we're gonna continue this, and also you guys can check out my brother JT, your homie JT. He does this too. He does this where he does weekly missions with you guys and walk you guys through the steps, what to look for as well, and what you guys need to know. I'm sorry about this. For new players, I'm sorry that this video was just so long. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't want this broadcast to be nearly 2 hours, but it turned into that because there's just too much that I need to explain and to get out to try to get players to understand that, and I could not get that out in under 13 minutes. I could not. 13 minutes would have just is not enough to explain this game. Yeah, exactly. See, even don't go there solo. Don't go to skirmish solo. But yo, that is it. That is it for now. That is it for now. Probably sometime later today or tomorrow I'll probably do some survival. Show you guys about that too, because you can go in survival when you start the game. If you got the map pack for it, you should be able to go in there and get gear from there too. Let's see. You know if they sell self-heal mods at this rank, bro? I'm seriously kidding. Yeah, they do. They do. I have them. They do sell them at this level. I have some self-heal mods right here. They do. From time to time. I can't remember where I got them from. We probably got to roam around, but they do sell self-heal mods at this level. They do. They really do. They do. I need help on survival. Like I said, I'll probably do survival later on today. I'll run through that with you guys too, so we can have fun within that. Let's see. Alright, let me see. Let's see. Go to the new mode. A582, that'll be another broadcast, buddy. This was basically dedicated for beginners to show them what they need to know. We just talked about everything. I dumbed it down as much as I can so people can understand, because I don't want to confuse you guys. There's a lot, you know. It had to be dumbed down. It was dumbed down to a certain point where it wasn't as dumbed down, but a way for people to understand what they need to know, what's important. Because Lewis and JT and Def will tell you this crap isn't easy. This is a loot shooter RPG. It's a lot to know, and you're not gonna basically learn this in one day. You're not gonna learn it in one day. It's gonna take about a week or two for you to basically pick up on everything. Alright, let's see. But I appreciate the 66 likes from you guys. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I'm sorry that this broadcast was so long. But yo, I'm gonna end it right there. I mean, the Division still has a lot of players, Xbox, but I still see more on the PS4. Yeah, we probably have the biggest community on the PS4. We do. A lot of players did not give up on this game on the PS4. A lot of players still stuck it and hung out in there, even when we had the OP bills out there. We hung in there. You know, we hung in there when we had the one-shot stickies. We hung in there when everybody had the M870 express shotguns. We hung in there. We hung in there. Oh man, we hung in there with the RPM glitch. We hung in there with the skill haste glitch. We hung in there even when players were in last stand, basically just trying to get those high scores and healing themselves, and wasn't even participating in the match. We hung in there. So there's a lot. Thanks for the beginning, Jason. You're welcome, buddy. I hope I was able to help all of you guys that have took an interest in this game. Yeah, thank you, Lewis. If you guys missed what I said, definitely look back on some stuff. Go back, skim through it. I went through everything as best as I could, step by step, for you guys to understand. Like I said, I dumbed it down. I dumbed it down for everybody that's new. You need to go to the dark zone. Don't be afraid. When you come to Manhattan, do your couple missions and go to the dark zone and learn from there. If you wait until you're 30, you're gonna screw yourself over. Go to the dark zone immediately. Most people are like, oh, don't go to the dark zone until you get to level 30. Don't believe that. That's bullshit. That's lies. Go to the dark zone as much as you can. That's the only way you're gonna learn how to play this game. And read your gear. Read your gear. read your weapon talents, read your minor, your major attribute, understand what everything says from your stamina, your electronics, understand what you need, watch videos. There's tons of videos on YouTube. Watch them, understand. I'm also gonna put some stuff in the description for you guys to read, just some tips that I took notes on myself and wrote down for you guys that I completely did not go over, but I feel like those would be helpful for you too. So if you need DZ funds, go to landmarks, but don't go to landmarks to expect to get good loot. You're not. Sometimes the boss will drop a purple item, sometimes he won't, but you need to find those chests that I showed you that do not require a key. Look for those chests. They'll give you good loot. I'm gonna show you where they are really quickly on the map. You got one here in this contaminated area. You got one here. There's a chest there. You got another chest. What is this? You got one over here. You got another chest inside here. Then you got another chest inside here. And then you got there's no what is this one? There's no chest on the ground down there actually. This is, what is this? Yeah, there's a chest up here. There's a chest there. And there's a chest right here, as you can see. Up there's like a little ladder and stairs that you can run up here. There's a chest in here. And then if you make your way over here to this extraction right here, there's a chest right here that you can go get. And in this alley back here, there's another chest right there. And then there's one over here too. And that area behind this safe house here in this little alleyway, there's a chest there. And if you come over to this contaminated area back here in this area, there's another chest back here. So those are little chest runs that you guys can go through to get chests. There's also one more chest. I'm going to show you that really quickly. In this contaminated area right here. No, actually I take that back. Not that one. Not that one. In this little contaminated area here, there's like a little road here that's blocked off. There's like dump trucks inside of here. There's another chest inside there. So those are little chest runs you can make to get. There's also one all the way up here. Another one. And this is one right here. This extraction. There's a chest here. And there's a little tent back here. Those little chest runs that you can make throughout, if you're looking for purple gear fast and you're level 15 and up, you can go and get those, open those chests to try to get some good gear. So it's very important that you guys do that while in the dark zone. Very important. Gotta have a run. But if you're solo, do not go all the way up here. Just stay in the normal areas. The chest areas that I showed you in these two areas, if you're solo, stay here. But if you're with a group, then you can make your way up. And if you do make your way up, do not go up this way. You want to make up your way up this road. Go up this road here. Do not go on this road in front of this landmark. You want to go around the back of the landmark. Go around the back of, there's a little alley back here. So there's an alley that you can take all the way from here, all the way over here, through here to this road, and then you continue up. Just to let you guys know. What's up, XX?
Not this way, anyhow.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, we would. Hell yeah. Yeah, we definitely be doing a killing and robbing now. Oh man, but yo, that's it, guys. Like I said, I hope I helped you guys out, man. I'm gonna put this little text link in the description for you guys too, and also I'm probably gonna put it in the comment section. So I'm gonna do that too, so you guys can see what you need to know. I'm sorry that this broadcast was so long, but it had to be. I love you guys. You guys are freaking awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Yo, Lewis, yo, are you online, Lewis? Let me know if you're online, bro. We'll probably all link up and go do some stuff. I still need to find my Predator gloves, man. I think Def is on too. So just join us. We'll probably join off you, Lewis. But yo, and little brother T, if you're still watching, I'm gonna pick you up now because I know you said you want to get back into it and you want to build your stuff so you can run with us really quickly too. So we'll do that. We'll do that. So yo, this is Badger signing out. I hope you guys enjoyed the beginner's guide for the division, all this stuff. I'm so sorry there was so much. So sorry about that, but it's a lot. So just watch it as you go and just skim through it and just learn. So I'm just an innocent bystander here. Oh man. All right, what's up, Cat? Yeah, you too, Callie. So yo, this is Badger signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful. What's the day is? Thursday. You guys have a wonderful Thursday, man. Afternoon too. So all right, guys, be breezy. I'll see you in the next one.